Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 325. Today we have a 12-box case of the brand new 2022-23 Upper Deck Series 1 Hobby. Stuff looks pretty good. Love the design of the cards this year. The insert sets seem pretty solid as well. Yeah, I'm just pretty excited for the case in general. There's a few cool Easter eggs. As a note for this case, there are 31 spots because the New York Islanders are a free team. Just going through the checklist and stuff, they just don't really have a ton of cards in the product, so it makes sense just to kind of have them as that free team. So yeah, we'll do names 3 times, teams 3 times, and then names 3 times again to see who gets the Islanders. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. And one other update is that group break number 318 is finally full. That one will be happening on Monday. So yeah, here we go. Where is team random? 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck. Once. Twice. Third time. There's 3 times. Jason on top, Mikhail on the bottom. I believe this is all correct. And then teams 3 times. Again, the Islanders are a free team. Kraken are in because Kraken don't have a ton of card quantity, but they have the best young gun in the set. So here we go. 3 times. Once. Twice. Third time. Senators on top. Capitals on the bottom. Here you go. Jason, you've got the Senators. Brandon with the Oilers. Jordan with the Vegas Golden Knights. Brandon with the Flames. Brent with the Canucks. Mark, you got the Jets. Bill with Columbus. They're probably one of the best value teams in the break, I would say. Dennis with the Devils. Scott with Carolina. Raymond with the Coyotes. Joseph, you got the Kraken. Jason with the Habs. Dennis with the Rangers. Keenan with the Kings. Daryl with the Sharks. Chris with the Blues. Jason with the Ducks. Joseph with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Keenan with Chicago. Edward, you've got Detroit. Bill with the Predators and Bruins. Pierre Benoit with the Sabres. You got Owen Power there. Marshall with the Avs. Robert with the Penguins. Emil with the Wild. They've got 2 really good young guns with Rossi and Boldy. Riley with the Lightning. Jason Appleyard with the Stars. Jason Ginn with the Flyers. They have 5 young guns in the set, I believe. Graham with the Panthers. And Mikhail with the Capitals. And then we'll do the names 3 times again here. And whoever gets them, whoever's on top after it, will get the Islanders. Here we go. Once. Twice. Third time. Marshall. So you get the Islanders. All right. There we go. I will get this into the team view shortly. Give me 1 second. Team Excel, paste. Beautiful. Save. Final. Live. Should be good. All right, so we'll give a couple minutes for trades here. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. I've been looking forward to this break for a while, so definitely fun to get back. Having some new product for break 2. Some cool Easter eggs. There's the 3D cards. There's, I think, 16 new Fanimations. Trying to think what else there is, but those are the main highlights that I've seen so far. The 3D cards are like team logos in the rink. Seems like they fall about every 5 cases or so. It's a little bit more rare, but yeah. All right. Doesn't look like we can get anything on trades. Case number is 616-928-346-073. Here we go. And we're going to do this the easy way from the bottom. That cut really nicely. Printed in Italy and USA. So this is a dual dual print here. That's interesting. I never really looked at that. All right. There we go. Just one box was backwards. All right. Case is empty. To the side. Here we go. All right, I'll call out the box numbers as we go along. Get these nice and situated. And stands a little bit off. There, now that cable's not showing. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun, and let's see something insane. I don't know why it's showing up like so. I guess it's the color of the boxes with the white balance with the camera that it's showing up so different. That's gonna bug me slightly. See if I can quickly set the white balance to something. Oh, it's really just not gonna like setting the white balance, huh? All right. Oh, sure. It's a lot different in person, I can tell you that. Here we go. Box one. Let's get started. I can't even see the box number through there. Yeah, I opened a personal of this. I got French Young Gun, Lucas Reichel on a canvas, which is nice. This is, come on, focus. It is 72421 on the box number. It is like just not handling the exposure well today, the camera. Don't know what it is. I think you can kind of see it there. Yeah. 72421. At least if it's locally set, I'll recognize it. Just in case we have any issues with cards. Here we go. Good. There you go. There's the full serial number. All right, let's get started. Again, good luck, everyone. Let's hope for Beniers. Power. We'll take any high gloss, any Young Guns exclusives. We'll do the rip and stack as per usual. If you're wondering what's different about this year's set compared to previous years, let me get the mic facing more towards me here. This year's set has a few new inserts. There's some that are super rare. There's the attacking zone, which are kind of the new acetate inserts. They're one in every about 5 cases or so. They've got one flat side and then they're kind of just round. They're shaped in like the letter D because I guess it's the attacking zone, which makes sense. But yeah, those are kind of new. What else is there? There's the freestyles. They're kind of like a Metal Universe style insert. We should get, they're 1 in 72 packs, so we should get about 4 per case. The golds of those are pulled about 1 in every 5 cases or so. What else is there? There's defense mechanisms, which are like kind of foily insert. They kind of look like a mix between like a Tim Hortons and MVP insert. They're a little bit more common. There's a center of attention. Those are just centers, and then what else? I think that might be all of them. But yeah, some cool new insert sets. So here we go. Starting off. Well, that's a good start. Young Gun Canvas of Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild. That's a good start. Nice Young Gun Canvas. There are Young Gun Canvas blacks again. They weren't on the checklist, but they are in the product. Be curious to see how often they fall. There we go. Good start. But yeah, the other thing with the bases here is that it is color coded. Focus. Why is the camera just not wanting to focus? Hang on. There we go. It's really liking the text in the background. But yeah, it's color coded, so honestly a cool little touch. Here's a defense mechanism of Shabbat for the Senators. Defense mechanism. Again, kind of foiled. The debut dates in honor roll also look a lot better than they ever have, which is nice. Here's a portraits, Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. Same thing as Series 2 last year, where the first 30 are regular and then the last 10 are short printed. The last 10 just are all rookies again, so Fajima on the Young Guns for the Kings. 6, 7, 8. Norris on the honor roll. Yeah, they definitely cleaned up the inserts. They look a lot better this year. Big fan of the set. Here's the debut dates of Darlene for the Sharks. Darlene for the Sharks on the debut dates. Canvas of Bunting for the Leafs. There's a good young gun, Kent Johnson for Columbus. I think that's one that you're going to want to hold on to for a little bit. Really good player. Like his game quite a bit. So the quality of the cards, I know everyone always asks every single year. They seem pretty solid. There's like sometimes some notice, like some chipping in the corners, but it's honestly not horrible. Here, we'll put the notable young guns to the side. And you have to really be looking for it. Like from far enough away, like they all look kind of fine. So population count 1000. So how these work, this is the other new insert set. They're kind of, again, they're mocked after graded cards. Essentially 1000s, there's 1000. The cards aren't actually numbered, but they're kind of like mocked after, your PSA Beckett kind of case, and they go from 1000 to 500 to 250, 100, 50, 25, 10, and 1. I think I may have added one there, but there's 7. And then whatever this number is how many were printed. So that's technically out of 1000. But Hellebuck for the Jets. New Hook on the rookie retrospective. Again, these things look a lot better when they're foiled. Definitely did a good job this year with their insert sets. And here's a Dazzlers of Duclair for the Panthers. Good. Same thing as like extended in Series 2. The print quality seems really nice on them. And Jordan Harris for the Habs. I think that's probably like a mid-tier. I haven't actually checked I haven't stayed too up to date with the pricing to start off. So good start though. Kent Johnson, Rossi. Nothing wrong with those. Harris is solid. So good box. And the base cards kind of look like, I haven't shown the back of the base cards, but essentially they have that kind of like fractal smoke design to them, similar to like SP Authentic has had in previous years. But it looks nice. The base cards definitely say printed in Italy. So. Other like notable things with the set is there's no jersey cards, at least listed. So just something to keep in mind. Here we go. Second half. Bailey for the Islanders on the canvas. Mayer for Columbus on the Young Guns. And here's a Freestyles. And they have that kind of like retro etched foil kind of look. They're pretty cool. Braden Point for the Lightning. Be curious to see how they do long term, but clear cut foundations for the Sharks and a center of attention actually. Burns and Meyer. These look a lot sharper than they have in previous years. Is it stock? No, it's not stock. Yeah, these look pretty nice. Again, same thing. Same thing as always with the clear cut foundations. They're case hits. 1 in 3. The foundations are 360 packs. By no means an insane pull, but just a cool card. And you're hoping to get the ones with rookies on them. Center of Attention of Kuznetsov for the Capitals. And that's one of the new insert sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. French variation of Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. It's a little bit harder to notice them this year. The French variation is just kind of down there. Frederick Karlstrom for the Stars on the Young Guns. And McKinnon Canvas for the Avs. Makar on the Defense Matrix for the Avs. Portraits of Kaprizov for the Wild. Sandberg. This one's got a little bit of a soft corner there for the Jets. Kachuk on the honor roll for the Senators. And rookie retrospective of Tomasino for the Predators. So you get it's a pretty standard product. Like you get your six Young Guns, 4 canvas, 2 honor rolls, 6 of the like defense mechanisms, honor rolls, center of attention, and debut dates. Either a clear cut, I think it's a clear cut, French or something else, or sorry, a clear cut, a freestyles or something else. A wild card. So the box breakdown is actually like pretty solid. This is 388-587 on the box numbers. 388-587. Packs that way. Go. I'm just gonna slide. And just in case we need that later. This box number. All right. That away. There we go. Got a piece of the pack stuck to my finger. Hopefully box 2 goes well. And given that it's early in the product, the base variations, I think they're still suits. But they might be a little bit tougher to pick out. So the easiest way to tell is look up for the French variation of the card, and if it's the same as the base card you have, it's not the variation. A little cool trick. Rasmus Dahlin for the Sabres on the defense mechanisms. He's off to an insanely hot start this year. Portraits of Crosby for the Penguins. Fyodor Kochetkov for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. Pretty fiery goalie in there. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. So Makar on the Superstar Honor Roll for the Avs. Debut dates of Newhook for the Avs. The debut dates foiled look a lot nicer. Center of Attention of Taze for Chicago. Those look pretty nice foiled as well. I like that they did the foiling in like a respectable way rather than just like, foil everything. Makar for the Avs. It actually looks a lot cleaner. Jack LaFontaine for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. Black and white canvas of Larkin for the Red Wings. There's our first black and white canvas. Get that to the side. Just kind of want to keep track of them, see how many we get. Center of attention of Mr. O'Reilly for the Blues. French variation of Mantha for the Capitals. And Jordan Harris on the Young Gun for the Habs again. So it looks like they're a little bit less... Make sure I didn't miss it. No, we got Frenches in both. Looks like they're a little bit less cropped together than normal. That's honestly kind of a good thing. Kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. Depends on your outlook on it. It's a good thing for randomness and like hitting an absolute insane box. It's a bad thing for consistency and knowing what you're going to get in the average box. But then again, like, you know, it might not be bad. Ooh, that's kind of different. Is that a Young Gun back? That is not a Young Gun back. I don't know what that is. Kind of like blue and orange. I honestly don't know. The Young Gun clear cuts look super nice this year too, because like just the coloring at the bottom on acetate cardstocks is so nice. All right. Here we go, second half of box 2. See what's in store. Krebs on the canvas for the Sabres. Vejmelka for the Yotes on the rookie retrospective. Zegras on the portraits for the Ducks. Young Gun checklist of Boldy and Rossi for the Wild. Bratt on the Honor Roll Superstars for the Devils. Adam Fox on the defense mechanisms for the Rangers. Braden Schneider. So this is similar to the box I opened up with the Young Guns. I got Schneider and the checklist in mine. But that's a good one for the Rangers. We did get a high gloss. It may not be a Young Gun, but we'll take a high gloss of Miro Heiskanen for the Stars. Numbered 8 of 10. And not too often you can pull a high gloss, so pretty rare card. May not be the highest valued one, but hey, you take it, especially if you have Dallas. And Heiskanen's a pretty good player too. So, well, honestly, that one will probably end up being like probably close to the hit of the break, just because they're really, really hard to pull. But center of attention. Oh, the teal foil looks insane. Hurdle for the Sharks. Toffoli for the Flames on the Dazzlers. Ratcliffe for the Flyers on the Young Guns. Again, same thing as the other ones, a little bit of edge issues on that, but. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Matthias Michelli on the Young Gun canvas for the Yotes. Honestly, might not be the worst player to keep an eye on over time. Arizona is bad, obviously, but he's going to get some playing time, and he just keeps on, every level he plays out, he just keeps on doing well, so. This is box number 616-718-289-039. But hey, cool box too, black and white canvas, high gloss. Young Guns were a little bit worse, but can't complain. There we go. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Let me know what your favorite card of the set so far is. Let me know what you think of the design if you're watching this later as well on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, we are going to try and get breaks over there soon. There's a... Sorry, I pulled away after it focused. There we go. Just in case. Here we go. Let's see what the next box has in store. Let's see, we've hit 2 Young Gun canvases, we've hit a clear cut foundation, we've hit a black and white, we've hit a high gloss. I think we're gonna hit a base clear cut. Feeling a base clear cut in this box. This last box, our other hit would have been the high gloss. All right. Wait, was the high gloss on that? No, it wasn't. I didn't even check to see what, maybe it was the Dazzlers? Sorry, I just want to see what card that was that had the weird back. Or if it was just a base card. It was just a base card, I guess. Oh no, it might have been the Young Gun? No? Huh. Now I'm confused. I'll go back and look, because that was different, but... Nelson for the Islanders. Jack Quinn for the Sabres on the Young Guns. I think he'll be a good one long term. This one's definitely rougher. There's some top issues. So, and I don't know how much of that. They're just chipping at the top, so just as a heads up. I believe this is the pink Dazzlers. Also, I think that's a base variation, actually. I'm going to put that to the side. I think that's a base variation of Ekholm, though, in the Hockey Fights Cancer jersey, because normally those are variations. Let me check quickly. Normally those are variations. I'm not sure, though. I'll keep it to the side. If we see another one, it's number 100. It's technically not listed yet. But yeah, Tage Thompson on the pink Dazzlers. They're not super pink, but they still look good. Debut date of Sider for the Red Wings. Nice one there. Hedman on the Dazzlers for the Lightning. Zach Hayes for Vegas. Jason Robertson for the Stars. Center of attention of Mr. Matthews for the Leafs. Lucas Raymond on the portraits for the Red Wings. Jack McBain on the Young Guns for the Yotes. Lindholm on the Superstar Honor Roll for the Flames. And Defense Mechanism of Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. Bit of a weaker half to start off. I'm just going to flip back to the base here quickly. I don't know what the back of that one card was that I saw. Oh, it was a checklist. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. I think it was a checklist. Yeah, it was a checklist. Right. Just double check, make sure I'm not going crazy. Yeah, it was a checklist because it's all down the side. Okay, cool. Good to know. Next up. It's probably the Young Gun checklist then. That would make sense. Yeah. That would be what it was. Again, all Young Guns get sleeved and top loaded. Pretty much everything you see in that pile will be individually sleeved and top loaded. I'm leaving the Ekholm out just because I think it might be a base variation. A lot of them are suit and hats type of stuff, like their street clothes. But just from previous years, the Hockey Fights Cancer and other jerseys have been also base variations. So keep an eye out. Better to pull it out early than have to go back and find it. It's better than other years, I can tell you that much, where it's kind of like finding needles in a haystack. But I do wish that they would mark them somehow with a variation, because it just makes them a little bit easier to pick out for those that aren't like super knowledgeable over the checklist and stuff like that. Podkolzin for the Canucks on the canvas. Kastelik for the Senators. He's been doing good on their bottom 6, I think. Freestyles of Forsberg for the Predators. Podkolzin on the rookie retrospective for the Canucks. French Young Guns of Sandberg for the Jets. Sandberg for the Jets on the French Young Guns. Nice one there. We'll put that in that pile. Michelli for the Yotes on the Young Guns. Gostisbehere for the Yotes on the canvas. Perunovich for the Blues on the debut dates. Lucas Reichel on the short print rookie portraits for Chicago. Nathan Smith for the Yotes on the Young Guns. Matt Boldy on the Superstar Honor Roll. Shocked that doesn't say rookie. And Eriksson Ek for the Wild on the center of attention. So 2 Wild hits to end things off. But yeah, the Wild are pretty solid in this product. They're consistent. They've got hits. Really not much more needs to be said. They've got some high-end Young Guns, some good hits. So definitely a good team to have. Who's who? Let's pull up the team view as I get the next box ready to go. But hey, Bill. Yeah, it's Saturday night break time. Just want to make sure that we were going to have the case in time, and kind of put it out alongside the box sales. So this is box 8639. Can't really see it, but you've got Columbus, Boston, and Nashville. I want to say, yeah, Columbus, Boston, Nashville. Columbus, you've already got your good Young Gun. Nashville, maybe a base variation. We'll find out, but you've definitely got some inserts with Nashville. And then Boston, I don't think there's been anything yet. You have McLaughlin in at least. There you go. There's box number. So, yeah. Have you opened any yourself, or just been kind of hopping in breaks here and there? All right, I'll do this. We're looking for base. Nice. Yeah, Seattle's solid. so far, I'm glad we made the Islanders a free team. I haven't watched too many cases. I've watched some individual boxes. I've opened up a box. I did a box of CHL too because I like the CHL sets. It's a fun rip. I think price point matters a lot there, but like Bedard Star rookies are just popping off. So. Oh, one more pack. Yeah, Minnesota's really good in this. Yeah, I could see that. That's impeccable timing. Owen Power on the Young Guns. Where does he say he's the one that could be hit or miss? Yeah, I mean I think that's gonna be variations because you should get 1.5 per case. Is how it'll work out. Center of attention gold of Hurdle. One thing to note is that the golds in the base are very hard to kind of like pick out between the two. It's just the actual stamping foil is gold. So there's honestly not that much of a difference, especially the debut dates. Tomasino for the Predators. There's not enough of a difference there, in my opinion, but Vejmelka for the Yotes on the Dazzlers. 6. Pearson for the Red Wings. Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to the crops and stuff. Markstrom for the Flames. I've been trying to get some other stuff done and just focusing on creating some different content around cards and stuff like that. So Borderlow, that's a good. I think Borderlow is going to be one of the sleepers from this set. Kind of a guy who's not going to jump off the page right away, but I think long term has definitely some potential. Nice one there for the Sharks. Freestyles of Barzell for the Islanders. That's our 3rd freestyle, so we should technically only have one more left. Defense mechanisms of Anderson for the Flames. French variation of Janssen for the Devils. Blankenberg for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I guess we just opened up the Young Gun side of the case here. Center of attention of Barkov for the Panthers. Not too shabby. Oh, there's another 100. There's another Ekholm. So that's not a variation. Just his regular one. How dare they do that? I'm kidding, but it's just kind of funny because like typically special jerseys have always been held for base variations, but that's not the case so far. True, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but again, release day, kind of case break. Everything comes with the team setup base, so feels like a I like doing that when a new set comes out. Just a little bit of extra, like, hey, you get some stuff. I know we used to do the request for it, but I think it just makes it easier. Because then I just sort it all for everyone, and everyone gets it, and you can do what you want with it. Here we go. Burnt for the Sharks. Tays for Colorado. Debut dates of Jarvis for the Canes. Rantanen for the Avs on the portraits. Patchell for Vegas on the Young Guns. Marchessault for Vegas. Center of attention of Kadri for the Avs. Portraits of Stamkos for the Bolts. Kovacevic for the Jets. He's looking pretty good for Montreal right now. Anderson for the Hurricanes on the honor roll. Seth Jarvis on the rookie retrospective for the Hurricanes. And Ekman Larson for the Yotes. What was our French? Janssen. Correct. There we go. Yeah. It feels like it's a good balance between, you know, all the time and stuff. And it, you know, gives you that little bit of extra incentive to get in the release day break and release week breaks. We'll probably, because we didn't do 2 this time, we'll probably do it for next week as well. 1103 on the box numbers. I like it. It's just, you know, there's some people that get in here and like to do their sets and stuff like that, and just a little extra value, right? And then kind of past then is like kind of when it's, you know, up to that, but it does take a little bit longer to sort. So 41103. So it's kind of like that nice trade-off of doing it like the right amount of times. Ooh, this pack kind of got crimped weird. We'll start with this half then. Yeah, so far I like the product. Packs are easy to open up, which is honestly a big thing. I'm actually very curious about box prices in Toronto. Because we've got the big card show here next weekend, and I think Extended is going to be the one that I want to keep my eye on. Because if that drops and we get the same promos as they do out there, like, might be a fun rip. Actually, Series 2. I think Series 2 is also included for it. Yeah, 2122. Like, if I'm picking between all the sets and stuff, I'm still taking 2122 Series 2. That Young Gun Crop's just ridiculous. So. This one's pretty good, and obviously it's fresh, so you're gonna get all the hype behind it. Jack McBain for the Yotes on the Young Guns. Black and white canvas of Bergeron for the Bruins. From the show, no plans for it this time. I might go there one day just kind of by myself next weekend, but we'll see. Pionk for the Jets. French variation of Vanchek for the Capitals. Ben Myers for the Avs. Kind of a good depth one. Yeah. So those are what I'm talking about for like the promo packs and stuff like that. Came for Chicago. If you can get those debut dates of Byfield for the Kings, like if you're planning on buying a box, and like I don't know if that's coming to Vancouver or not for the Western show, but if you're ever planning on buying boxes, generally that's your best time. Marchessault for Vegas, just because it's extra value, right? Hodgson for the Flyers. Ooh. That'll be fun, though. The Grey Cup in Regina will be nuts. Thomas for the Blues on the Honor Roll Superstars. Yeah. They've had it in previous years. Raymond for the Red Wings. There's been nothing announced yet, though, so I'm kind of curious as well. Vasilevsky for the Lightning. And then, yeah, like, you know, if you find a good deal on product too, right? I went to the expo back in 2012 when I was living out there. Was it 2012 or 2013? And in the game at the time, oh my gosh, that's like a decade ago. I think it was 2012 because I was in. Yeah, I think it was 2012. In the game at the time, which is like now kind of Leaf, they merged together, but they released Superlative. I forget what volume it was, but it was like super high end, really nice product. You got 2 essentially show stamp 1-of-1 cards that paid for like half of the box, and it's like a $500 box. and the box I had was absolutely insane. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, if you do ever get the chance to go to a big show, like, it's honestly a lot of fun. Be sure to take your time and go through everything. Generally, like, the bargain bins will end up being your best bet. But yeah. All right. Swimming for the Bruins. Done for the Kraken. Anderson for the Hurricanes. Batherson for the Senators. Bobby Brink for the Flyers. Might get a sleeve eventually, but right now, no. Defense Mechanism gold. Okay, these have a little bit more gold to them. Of Darlene for the Sabres. Deneau for the Kings. Vanacek was our French. Mark McLaughlin for the Bruins. Drew Doughty on the street clothes variation. The polo. This one been pulled. Yeah. A little bit of chipping, but Easter egg insert. We'll highlight it. Chanot for the Predators. Bobrovsky for the Panthers. And Young Gun Checklist again. So second time pulling that. So there's definitely cards that like kind of stick together in similar crops. Like I got McLaughlin and the Checklist in my box. I got, who else was in it? But it seems like there's almost pairings or something like that. Like it could be with this or this. And I think that'd be, if they could sort it like that, that'd be really cool. 8478 on the box number. Yeah. I know we'll be at the show as a storefront, and that'll be a lot of fun. I know a lot of hard work going into that. Always a lot of hard work going into shows. So 616-822-628-478. Yeah, feel free to come by during the show in Vancouver next week and say hi to everyone and check it out. It is the Western Canada, is it Western Canada or Western Canadian Sports Collector Convention, I believe is the name. It's the WCSCC. It's just a lot of C's and an S, and it's really hard to like get the ordering right. So it isn't, but in my mind, I have a tough time with it. Yeah, there's normally some good promos. I think PSA might be there again. PSA Canada. So. Here we go. First half of the last of the first half. Troy Terry on the canvas for the Ducks. My brain had a malfunction saying that. Center of attention of Eichel for Vegas. Portraits coming up. Point for the Lightning. Puustinen for the Penguins on the Young Guns. Matthews on the Honor Roll. Tom Wilson for the Capitals. And there's the man of the hour, Mr. Beniers. Slight soft bottom left corner, but could be worse. Like, that's being a little bit picky. The corners aren't the sharpest, but they're still solid. Rossi. We'll see you later. That goes for the top slot right now. That is the top young gun of the set, and I think it will stand up over time as a top young gun. So, Kachuk on the Pink Dazzlers. I feel pretty confident in that. Bunting for the Yotes. Granlund for the Predators. And Ratcliffe for the Flyers. Yeah, try to remember to leave a description or the thing in the description, the Young Gun breakdown checklist thing. That we did when that got announced. That should help you pick out some Young Guns. If you've got any questions about any of them, let me know. Yeah. I think next week we'll probably have another case of this and maybe a smaller mixer. We'll see. We will see. We still have some clear cut, so could put together a fun mixer with clear cut, series 1, a little bit of everything. Can do 3 different years actually with clear cut, series 1, and artifacts. Yeah, the Young Gun Hunt will be Monday. Yeah, well, that one should be Monday. So I didn't have the time to do it tonight, and I am unfortunately not available tomorrow for the break. So should be Monday though. Goss Spare for the Yotes. They're like, just check back at like noon Monday, even earlier, like 9. Bouchard for the Oilers, and actually probably noon. I just wanted to double check something. Ooh, population count 100. There's only 100 of these ones. Anderson for the Kings. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Slightly different foiling. Yeah, that should be Monday. Yeah, it's got the green. I like this. Honestly, I like this as a card format and design. I think it's a pretty cool idea. And Dostal for the Ducks. Ooh, clear-cut Young Gun of Puustinen for the Penguins. Good little box here. Out of 100 Beniers, Puistinen on the clear-cut Young Gun. Not the biggest, obviously not the biggest name, but yeah, they look so nice this year with the I like the bottom for them, so that can go there. Yeah, goes there. Debut dates of Lundell for the Panthers. French variation of Killorn for the Lightning. Aberigi for the Leafs. Again, Leafs Young Gun. He's doing well in the AHL. So. I'm surprised, but I think it's honestly a good thing. Kyrie for the Blues. I think numbering them would have taken away from them design-wise. Swayman for the Bruins. Miller for the Canucks. Sogard for the Senators. Feels like a really strong box. Like, the secondary Young Guns have been good. Schneider on the honor roll. And defense mechanism of Krug. Yeah. I like the design of them and the concept. They're actually, the only thing I would have liked to see is that, like, after a certain point, they got printed on acetate as well. So, like, have your base one with, like, limited foiling and, like, kind of just, like, up them every now and then. I'm just going to shrink down the insert stack here. There we go. But yeah, I like them. They're a cool card set, and they look nice. It's something different at least. 78310. It's a cool take on the whole, how does a graded card look as a standalone card? And I think they nailed it. Or like if the one of ones clear cut, or like, I don't know. Just do like a small amount of them that are clear. This is a chaotic box opening. There's the box number for this box. 310. Let's see. Well, the only big young gun that we haven't hit yet really is technically Boldy. But Minnesota and Rossi, I guess. But we've hit the checklist twice and a canvas Rossi, so it's like not bad. Of what I would call the big three in the set. Here we go. Debut dates of Raymond for the Red Wings. Anderson for the Hurricanes. Sandin for the Flyers on the Young Guns. Black and white canvas of Tavares for the Leafs. So far it's about 1 in every 2 boxes or so. Waba, it's solid. Design wise, I like it. Content wise, I'd say an average Series 1 release. Maybe it'll be slightly above average, but kind of pretty average. Jersey for the Kings. The insert sets are the best that they've ever been, I think, design wise. Design and execution wise. Oh, there's a big hit for the Seattle Kraken. Matty Beniers on the French Young Guns. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a nice little hit. Focus. There we go. Congrats to the Kraken. Well, the camera just doesn't want to focus, so. That's a big one. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. Best young gun to get. And decent to get in the parallel. We'll put it with his regular one, but definitely a front and center stage stand. So nice pull there. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. One French too. So 1 French and 1 base. I mean, just the base that you're happy with as a Kraken, as a person that has a Kraken. Lindholm for the Flames. Huberdeau for the Panthers of the portraits. But yeah, pretty insane card. Galvis for Chicago. So there's our 2 French young guns out of the gate. Lucas Raymond. And Yossi for the Predators. So pretty solid. Beniers is the best one, I would say. You've got you've got Owen Power and Matt Boldy. I think Power is selling better than Boldy right now just because he's got the draft pedigree, and Buffalo's doing slightly better than Minnesota, but Boldy's also very good. Those are your big 3. Then like your next tier, you kind of got like Lucas Reichel, who I think is very good. Jack Quinn, Kent Johnson, I think in Braden Schneider, Thomas Borderlow, Marco Rossi. Am I missing any off the top of my head? I think those are kind of all the big next tier guys. But yeah, it's a solid checklist. There's some good goalies like Lucas Dostal. That pack is upside down. It's just the back card that's upside down. Oh no, it's the whole. Yeah, this again. Okay, well, some of these are just ending upside down. I mean, hey, if you're gonna give me upside down cards and give me a Matty Beniers French, fine by me. But yeah, Beniers is the best one, I'd say. Both like short term and long term. You know, franchise center for Seattle Kraken. Seattle is a new hockey team, so he'll be like the guy for that team as long as he stays there and plays what he should. So, Fashimo for the Kings. He's an interesting one, Fashimo. I think he's got a really good shot, but like play otherwise has been underwhelming. Werenski for Columbus, and LA's a team that's packed up front. McKinnon for the Avs. Yeah, lots of good players. LaFontaine. I like some of the goalies in this set. McCann for the Kraken. Shalgren for the Leafs. Norris for the Senators. Definitely, Shalgren's one of the ones that's definitely not inspiring anyone right now with his play. And there's a Marco Rossi. Talk about a heck of a box here. Rossi, Beniers, French. What more could you ask for? I mean, I guess high gloss or exclusives, but you know, we'll be a little bit reasonable here. Retrospective gold of Cider for the Red Wings. Dubois for Winnipeg on the center of attention. For Heggie on the Dazzlers for the Panthers. And Vlasic for the Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it comes down to with rookies, right? I mean, for years, the Minnesota Wild were literally like never good. And then 2020, 21, they were solid, like really good because Kaprizov. Last year, they're kind of like mid. This year, they're one of the best teams again. So they comes and goes, right? Generally speaking, the better a team is, the worse, or the better a team is, the worse they are in Series 1, Series 2. 84775. Because that's how you get the high draft picks. So yeah. I think Beniers will be honestly one of the best ones long term though. Like over the past 3 years, he'll be one of the best ones. There you go. 84775. Yeah, I really I think the Young Gun design too is one of those like iconic-ish designs where it'll be like it'll stand the test of like 10 years. You'll look back and be like, yeah, that was a good Young Gun design too. There are a few years in the mid 2000s where they were iffy, but yeah, heck of a case, honestly. High gloss, Beniers French, population count 100. Those are tough to get. Here we go. Jarvis on the canvas. Noah Cates. He was an interesting player. Be kind of interesting to follow him long term. Petrangelo on the defensive mechanisms gold, and the helmet's gold in this. That's a cool little touch to the card, to be honest, that the helmet is also, they chose a gold picture. Defense mechanism of Dougie for the Devils. Anderson for the Habs on the Dazzlers. Cylinder on the rookie retrospective for Columbus. Mr. Sod for the Blues. Hayden Hodgson for the Flyers. Base clear cut of Carter Hart. He's been doing pretty good so far for the Flyers. Well, Flyers having a box here. McAvoy for the Bruins on the defense mechanisms. French variation of Connor Brown for the Senators. But yeah, sports cards are always funny like that. Last year in particular was just because they just didn't have cards. Like, print times were so like, I don't know, so long that they didn't have time to get them. So it was just tough to get like cracking cards in. I'm honestly shocked they got as many as they did, but there's a few sets left. There's actually a lot of sets left still, mind you, to come out from 21-22. Hopefully we start to see some more come out though. It's kind of a bunch that once the product comes in, Upper Deck's going to release them. 2020, 2021, the Cup got bumped to January, like mid-January. So we'll see if that date holds. I'm a little bit shocked to not see it out this week, but I think they probably just need to do a final check there and stuff. So normally when they post the sell sheet, it's like out within the month, and it just obviously everything takes a little bit longer right now. So Bobby Brink for the Flyers. Wow. Talk about a Flyers box. Canvas of Granlund for the Predators. Zegras on the center of attention for the Ducks. Mitch Marner. He looks like a really old school player there. For the Leafs on the portraits. Moverare for the Kings on the Young Guns. And not really a notable player, but he exists. Meyer for the Sharks. Jake Christensen for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. Braden Schneider on the Young Gun canvas. So another good Young Gun canvas. Like to see that. For the Rangers. I don't think he'll ever take over Adam Fox on that team, but he'll be close. Niels Lundqvist on the debut dates for the Rangers. Good throw for the Flames on the portraits. Perot for the Ducks on the Young Guns. I got this French Young Gun in my box. Rantanen for the Avs. I mean, hey. You can never, ever, ever say no to high gloss Young Guns. It may suck if it's the checklist or something like that, but or like one of the worst players in the crop, but at the same time, like that card is still going to hold value. That's the wildest part, is that no matter how bad the player is going to hold value. Nice. Oh, you got those. Oh, those are solid. 616, 413, 465, 996. We'll show the box number again, but yeah. High glosses are really tough to get. I mean, we pulled a base high gloss, but I'd say they're like 1 in 10 to like 17, maybe even 20 cases. Here we go. 616, 134, 465, or 616, 413, 465, 996. There we go. I can read sometimes. All right, third of the way through. So far, no Boldy. I don't think we've hit a Blankenberg. I don't think we've hit a Boldy. I don't think we've hit a Korzak or a Tracy. Did we hit a McLaughlin? I think we might have hit a McLaughlin. We haven't hit a Fix Walensky. We haven't hit a Spence. We haven't hit a Reichel. So definitely still a lot. Haven't hit a Patchell. Haven't hit a Malott. Oh yeah. Honestly, like early on in the thing, like I just put cards up and let them rip on eBay for the most part. But yeah. High glosses, you just list it something like much higher than you'd be willing to sell the card for, and then see what people offer you, like him for the Red Wings. especially for players that aren't major, Duchesne for the Predators, because their value will likely just go down over time. There's a Tracy for the Ducks. Well, there's our Young Gun canvas, black and white. Jordan Spence. These are probably case hits again, I would say. I would say they're case hits again. Seems to be about the same distribution as last year. Defense mechanism of Hedman for the Lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hack and Paw for the Stars on the French variation. 6. Kolyachonok for Arizona. He was actually, I think, half decent for them. Cylinder for the Blue Jackets on the canvas. Dawson Mercer on the debut dates for the Devils. Man, talk about a team that's off to a roaring start. That's a cool picture. McDavid on the portraits. Ben Myers for the Avs. Kyrou for the Blues. But yeah, comps are always tough. All right. But nice. Yeah, the Power black and white canvas is a wicked pull. The black and white canvases look sick. I'm really glad that they kept those in. And I mean, again, never go wrong with a high gloss Young Gun. Trying to think what we have left. Probably a couple base. Honestly, we need some base clear cuts. Because you should get 3 per case, and we've only had 1. So we should have 2 left. Maybe another population count 1,000, and maybe a 500. And then after that, it's kind of like maybe another French Young Gun Heiskanen for the Stars. IFL for the Kings on the canvas. And there's Matt Boldy. Here we go. Yeah. That's, like, honestly, that's pretty solid from 3 boxes. You could rip up 3 boxes and not have a box better than one of those boxes, so. Debut dates gold. So the gold on the debut dates is really tough to notice. Your biggest indicator is the upper deck sign. Mail for the outs. It's like my big main piece of feedback from the set. Because, like, again, I actually pulled the Byfield gold and base in mind. That's the Zegers for the Ducks. But like side by side, it's like this is really hard to actually tell the difference. Marchand on the Dazzlers for the Bruins. You got 3 Kreider suit variations. That's actually kind of wild. Cousins for the Sabres on the canvas. Seegers for the Ducks. We haven't hit many base variations, actually. Draisaitl on the portraits. I think we need one more rookie. There's Korzak. I think we need one more rookie portraits. Marchand. Oh, well, that's wild. Miro Heiskanen on the exclusives to 100. The wilder part is that it's 16 of 100, so you double the high glosses number and you get that. Yeah, if you have the Stars and you like Heiskanen, congratulations. You're on your way to the rainbow here. High gloss and the base, 8 and 16. That's kind of cool, kind of funny. And there's a fixable Lansky right behind it. Oh, you could have a insane pack if it's like that again. Where the high gloss is kind of like a bonus with a Young Gun. Because I think that was the same thing. All right, here we go. Last row. So pretty solid. An exclusives in a high gloss is a good sign, because it generally means the product will be a little bit shorter. Like, seeing them in the same case is nice as long as it's consistent, because again, that kind of determines the print run of the product. So 616-450-270-150 on the box numbers. All right. Couple more packs. Yeah, product looks good. Looks pretty clean. Checklist is solid. It's a solid series 1 release. Again, I think the Veneers is going to be a high-end enough Young Gun to hold up over time. Power, I think, should be there as well. Boldy as well. There's some decent chance of some of the sleepers coming through, so we'll see. Panarin for the Rangers, but I think it's a solid set. Knight for the Panthers. Gibson for the Ducks. Zach Hayes. A little bit of corner issues on that, but not major. Freestyles of Robertson. So there's our 4th one or 5th. That might be our 5th. Point for the Lightning on the center of attention. I like those. The freestyles are nice as well. Draisaitl on the center of attention. Sharon Govich on the Dazzlers. Sandberg for the Jets. Perot on the Young Gun canvas for the Ducks. Sider on the defense mechanism for the Red Wings. And Svetch for the Hurricanes. So imagine we have a base clear cut or 2 coming. I'd say 2 in the next 3 boxes. Well, 2.5 boxes. And then 1 rookie portrait, and that should be everything. Maybe a population count, but it's kind of like getting close to that. I mean, I'll take a high gloss and an exclusives over a clear cut. Both of Heiskanen. That's really like your odds of pulling that off are pretty low. I don't think the set's set up to do that either. It's kind of funny that it worked out that way. Yeah, I think we need Lucas Reichel. There's a couple other Young Guns we need. I think we got to McLaughlin. But... All right, here we go. Karlstrom for the Stars. Sider for the Red Wings on the canvas. Dawes for the Devils. Kachuk for the Flames. Kolyachonok for the Yotes. Tage Thompson on the Superstar Honor Roll for the Sabres. Man, he is found another gear. Carlson for the Capitals. Kuznetsov for the Capitals. Michelli for the Yotes. Davey Dates Gold of Newhook for the Avs. Oh, French variation of Pi Suitor for the Red Wings. And Noah Cates for the Flyers on the Young Guns. So no base clear cut there. So only thing we're undershooting right now is just the base clear cuts. Odds wise, I think. Oh, yeah, and the rookie portraits, the base rookie portraits. Because I think we've hit a Reichel there. Uh, 8213503. And box number 8213 or 616-618-213-503. Let's see what these last two boxes. It's been a good case. I mean, you hit the top Young Gun in a parallel, you're happy. A high gloss, you're happy. Couple cards out of 100, or well, 3 cards out of 100 or less. So really, no major complaints from me. Be nice to get the Reichel Young Gun. I think that's really, like, I don't think we've hit him, Blankenberg. We've hit Fix-Wolansky. Maybe Raska. Another one that we haven't hit yet. All right, here we go. Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. Oh, there's Lucas Reichel. Just had to sweat it out for a little bit of a soft left corner, but and it seems like that's going to be pretty normal this year, but it's not bad. Same with, again, I can see it on the veneers here, the French, but it's not bad. Population count 1,000 of Marner for the Leafs. Second one, so yeah, 2 per case, that seems about right. Defense mechanisms of Fowler for the Ducks. Raymond on the Dazzlers for the Red Wings. Kochetkov for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. Well, how about an Owen Power canvas too? So the 2 top dogs getting doubled up in different ways. Keep that up there with his base. Mercer for the Devils. Crosby on the portraits. I feel like we got a Crosby portraits already, but I'm not sure. There's a Raska. Riley for the Leafs. Protas for the Capitals on the debut dates. Buchnevich on the canvas for the Blues. All right. Second half of box 11. I'm expecting to see 2 clear-cut base over the next few cards, but we'll see. Over the next box and a half, I guess. Those in the rookie portrait, because I think we only hit 1 rookie portrait, and you should get 2, sometimes 3. Oh, there are UD canvas signatures in this too. They're just not listed on the checklist. Which is kind of weird. You'd think they'd list them on the checklist, but yeah, the SPs are 1 in 120, so you should get 2.2 probably per case, something like that. Because I'm just curious. Yeah, there's none listed so far, so. There's another Schneider. Nice one. I like his chances of being a good everyday player. Stuart Skinner for the Oilers on the clear cut. And they just look a lot nicer this year. I don't know. Same thing as, especially compared to Series 1. Zibanejad for the Rangers. French variation of Johnson for the Avs. Malott for the Jets. Probably a McLaughlin here if I had to guess, but Suzuki for the Habs. I think that's who is in my box. Hughes for the Canucks. Zegras for the Ducks. I feel like that's the second time we've hit that one. Oh, Spence. Spence was in my box, though. And I think that's our first one that we've actually seen of him. Huberdeau for the Panthers. And debut dates of Perfetti for the Jets. There we go. So final box. I'm expecting our final box to have a clear cut and then like maybe a population count 500 and a rookie portrait. I wonder what the canvas signatures are then, because they're not listed on the checklist. And like, you think if you're listing it as a hit, you'd put it on the checklist, you know what I mean? 616-587 380975. All right. The Brinkat for Chicago. Ekblad for the Panthers on the defense mechanism. Bjorkstrand for the Blue Jackets. Puistinen, a little bit of a rougher corner there, but just got a white dot on it for the Penguins. And there's a Uyghur on the clear cut for the Panthers. So, yep, ended up getting all of ours. Well, have yourself a break, Kraken. Another Matty Beniers. Congrats. Like if we're being really picky, there's some slight edge chipping, but like it's fine. Is it a 10? No. Is it a 9.5? Probably not. It's probably like a maybe an 8.5, 9, which is fine. Like out of a pack, that is fine. Jeannot for the Predators on the debut dates. Dazzlers of Zibanejad for the Rangers. Jack Quinn, that's a heck of a box here. I think Jack Quinn's got a real good shot of being like the 5th best youngin in the set. Janssen for the Devils. Kopitar for the Kings on the center of attention. Barkov on the portraits. So we should, I think we've only hit one rookie portrait, so we should still have one left technically. Here we go. Final half. Well, I mean, let's see what's hiding. We hit a high gloss. We hit an exclusives. We hit a French of veneers. We hit a canvas of power. I'd say this has been a pretty successful case. Pretty good case one. Again, there will be another case next week. Same format. I honestly couldn't tell you if we hit an Islanders card. I think we've hit like one or two. They should average about 2.5 to 3 per case, so. But yeah. Should be pretty rare, which is why they were the free team. I'll go through, make sure no one else was like, again, if you had a really bad break, then I'll make sure that it's not horrible, but yeah. Here we go. Darlene for the Sharks on the rookie retrospective. Third French Young Gun, Ratcliffe for the Flyers. Well, hey, we'll take 3 French Young Guns. Some soft corners on that, but nothing horrible. Fix Wolanski for Columbus. Coyle for the Bruins. Vejmelka for the Yotes. Yossi for the Predators on the portraits. So no rookie portraits, but I think we'll take another French Young Guns over that. Sandine for the Flyers. Connor for the Jets. Aho for the Hurricanes on the center of attention. Rem Pitlick for the Habs on the canvas. Mayer for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. And finishing off the break with a exclusives of Tanner Pearson. This one is like misprinted. I say it's just like desaturated. But numbered to 100, so 2 exclusives and 1 high gloss. That's actually pretty cool to see in a case. That's kind of back to where it was. Honestly, if it's back to that point, I'm super happy. Would love to see that. Actually, they were included with a bonus card a lot of the time, now that I think about it. But no, I guess not. Because, yeah. All right, so no randoms to do, which, I mean, I personally like. But recap time, and it's a heck of a recap. Let's go through some of the like cool base Young Guns that we got. We got 1 Jack Quinn, 1 Braden Schneider, 1 Lucas Reichel, 1 Matt Boldy, 1 Marco Rossi, 1 Borderlow, another Jack Quinn, another Schneider, 1 Kent Johnson. So I'll kind of see the main distributions there. Some of the other big base Young Guns that we got include 2 Matty Beniers, 2 Matty Beniers, and 1 Owen Power. So pretty good haul there. Some Easter egg type inserts, or actually we'll do Young Gun parallel. We'll do these ones. We got 3 black and white canvases: Tavares, Bergeron, and Larkin. We got a Clear Cut Foundations as kind of our case hit clear cut card. And that's for the Sharks. Doughty suit variation. I don't think we had any other ones, actually, now that I think about it. We hit a Sandberg French, which isn't bad. Ratcliffe French, which isn't bad. Spence on the black and white canvas, which is solid. Schneider on a Young Gun canvas. Huiston was our clear cut. Rossi was another Young Gun canvas. We hit a pair of exclusives, but we'll showcase the Tanner Pearson first. This card looks kind of like faded out, but to 100. The Canucks, pretty cool. Population count 100 of Freddie Anderson. Again, this card is numbered to 100. No actual numbering on them, but I really like the style of the card. Cool stuff. Coming in at third spot for the break is the High Gloss of Heiskanen. Again, just cool card. We also hit the exclusives to 100. This one is the High Gloss is to 8. The exclusive is to 16. So Dallas, you're building the rainbow there. Second best hit of the break is the Owen Power Young Gun Canvas. And, I mean, pretty clear hit of the break. French Young Guns. Matty Beniers for the Seattle Kraken. This is the top Young Gun in the set. Getting any parallel is obviously, like, the base is great, but any parallel is a bonus. Beautiful card. First Seattle Kraken Young Gun. Excellent case. Yeah, that's Group Break 325. There you have it. So we'll be live with Group Break 318 on Monday. I think it's at the same time as this. I need to double check what time I set it for after, but in the 4 to 5 o'clock range, I believe. Yeah, really not much else to say. There'll be a break posted on Monday as well, probably for more Series 1, more this year's Series 1. So take care, everyone. Again, any questions, let me know, comments, stuff like that. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts about this set, but yeah, one last time, let's look at this Matty Beniers French, because honestly, this might end up being one of the best cards we pull from the set all the time. So yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good night, and have a good weekend.